to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me. You like me. You really, really like me. Getting to know you, putting it my way, but nicely. You are precisely my cup of tea. Use of props, bonus points. Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. Woo, that's quite risque. When I'm with you, getting to know what to say. I always know what to say, darling. Haven't you noticed? Suddenly I'm bright and I'm breezy. Woo, because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you day by day. Yes, it's time to get to know you, and it's time for you to get to know me, because today we're going to ask Victoria.
If you're stuck inside and you need some fun, she's the grande dame of getting it done. With Victoria Sautee.
Well, hello there, everyone, on this very special episode of Let's Learn Stuff. Today, we're going to learn stuff about me. How about that? I'm the most interesting person I know, and I'm going to explain it all for you. I see our audience is just tuning in. We have some lovely people there. Good day, Mr. Strano. Good day, Miss Laplace. She's already giving me a standing ovation. Well, sit down, ever sit down. Yes, and Mr. Major, well, bravo to you too, and to Miss Marsh-Peggio, bravo to you. It's nice to see you all out there. And for those of you who've yet to comment, well, I'm glad you're here too. We have such a lovely show. Now, I asked you, the last time I saw you here in the glittery bunker, if you had any questions to sort of start the show off. And my goodness, my inbox has been quite full. And I'm going to start with, let me start with this very first question here, just so you know, because, oh, hey there, Mr. T, Sean Ma, that is. I have a little list here to my left. It looks like you're right, but it's my left, darling. And I've placed all your letters here so that I can refer to them throughout the broadcast today. So the first question that I received after asking you all is, Victoria, can you tell us a little more about yourself? Well, of course I can, darling. I'm going to tell you, well, just a little more. I'll give you some little tidbits of knowledge about me. You know, you all know that I come from cringeworthy Australia. I was born on a rainy Thursday during Lent, and that's my baby picture there. Look at that! Look at Mum's hands there. Yes, and I was raised a good Catholic girl. I had to take my first Holy Communion, and there I am in my little communion outfit that we bought at the Dress Mart. Yes. I looked rather smart in that, kind of stunning, actually. Stunning, I think, is the word. And, you know, eventually I studied very hard and I made it through school and I graduated with high honors from my class, a cringeworthy high school. Go Cringies! Look at me. I look exactly the same, don't I? I do, except I'm not carrying a diploma anymore. I don't know what I did with that thing. Well, you know, I was quite young when I married my first husband. Am I telling you too much, darling? I feel like I am. Well, I did. I got married at a very young age. That's my wedding picture. That's Mr. Donald there. We didn't get along very well. We didn't, and he was unfortunately he passed away in an unfortunate McRiley Reaper machine accident. I was quite sad. There's a picture of me in mourning. It was actually taken in the evening, but I am indeed in mourning nonetheless. Well, I didn't know what to do with my life after that terrible situation. So I I decided to go into entertainment. Well, of course I did, darling. There was no glittery bunkers to worry about then. I picked up a guitar and I made my living as a country western singer. There I am. I went under the name Victoria Sautee. Original, darling. That's what I did. Yes, I think it didn't last very long, the country singer, but I did play quite a few little honky tonks and bars throughout everywhere, darling. I can't even mention them all to you. Do you feel like you've got a little bit more knowledge about me there? Justin says, is cringeworthy near Gimpy? Well, yes, I explained that in the very first episode. It's just down the street, a hop, skip, and a jump from Gimpy. Mr. Strano is rolling on the floor with laughter. Well, it's my life, darling. I can't help it. Rose and Victoria, always of my favorite. Well, you're my favorite too, darling. You are. And Shelley, it's a little smiley face. She always is smiling. Victoria, just when I thought I couldn't respect you more, such a powerful story of yours. Thank you for sharing. Well, you know, it took guts. It took guts for me to give you all that. John says, I'm killing you. Don't give me any ideas there. Well, Hi, Emma. Hello there. Thanks for joining in. Let's go with the next question, shall we? Yes, let's go. The next question. Can you tell us more about the glittery bunker? Well, of course I can tell you a little. I'll tell you a little more about the bunker. I will. Let me see. So besides the large glittery wall you see behind me, I'll show you some. I can't really move the camera around. It's stationary. That means it won't move. Here's a picture of one of the other walls, just on the opposite side of where you're looking. It's glittery indeed, and if I could bring the camera down to the floor, you would see that all the floors are quite glittery. Yes, that's right. And that little table up in the upper right-hand corner, that's where I'm sitting right now. And if I were to look up above, I would see the glittery ceiling. And yes, that's my little chandelier. It's quite lovely. Everywhere, just about everywhere here in the glittery bunker is glittery. Even the kitchen. That's my kitchen sink, my glittery curtains there, and you can always tell where I live, and I can't give you the address, darling. No, I shan't do that. But if you're walking down a neighborhood and you see a house that's all pink glitter, you know where I am. Just knock on the door and I'll say, go away. I have a little sign saying no soliciting on the front door, but what it really means is come on in. Now, if I were to show you the loo, what do you call it? The bathroom. The bathroom here is covered in glitter, and even my toilet tissue is glittery. It's not comfortable, darling. You don't want to squeeze that, Shaman. You'll get little shards of glass in your hands. But it is glittery, and in the glittery bunker, we demand glitter. We demand it. Now, have you? No one's looking. I'm by myself. Have you ever tried flushing glitter down your toilet? You must do it. It's a real gas, as the young kids say. I filmed this a little earlier today. I want to show you. No, I'll be right back. It flushes. It does. I can't tell you how much glitter I've flushed down my little do there. It's so much fun. It's hours and hours worth of enjoyment. It is. It is. Apologies. There needs to be an episode with you singing country music. I'm going to write that down. This is my list of things to do. My country music show. That's a great idea. Emma loves glitter, and other Emma loves to peek in the glittery bunker. You are worthy. You are, darling. I tell you, you are. Now, I'm going to turn my little page here and see what the next question is. Someone asked me, are there any must-haves for the glittery bunker? Well, I do have something that I've always wanted in glitter. Let me see if I can show you there, because I don't have it, and it would make my kitchen all that much more complete. It's a glittery Keurig. Do you know what a Keurig is? It's you put in those little plastic pods, I believe they call them, and then you push down on it, and it makes the sound like Moses parting the sea, and you what is it? It's something must be wrong, and eventually you come out with a little cup of coffee. And I would like to have that glittery Keurig so that I could make a glittery coffee. Yes, a little glitterchino. A glitterchino, I don't know. You might end up wanting to flush that down your loo as well, darling. You might. All right, the next question there. Victoria, do you have any favorite movies or TV shows? Well, of course I do, and I'm happy to share that with you, love. I am. So, anything, but whether it's a TV show or a movie, if it's got Farrah Fawcett in it, you can count me in. I love Farrah Fawcett. Unfortunately, she's no longer with us, but she's left us a breath of work. It's just some wonderful feature films and television shows. She was my favorite Charlie's Angel. I used to buy the poster. Do you remember the poster from the 70s? I used to buy rolls and rolls of that, and I would wrap all my Christmas parcels in it. I loved her. I couldn't get enough of her. But perhaps my favorite Farrah Fawcett movie is Extremities. Have you seen this, darling? Oh, it's a lovely movie. It's funny. It's frightening. It's real. Farrah outdoes herself in the acting department. She does. And that's what makes Farrah Fawcett one of my favorites. Now, another movie that I really enjoy, and I don't know if you do or if you've heard of it, but you must run out and rent it tonight, darling, is called Girls Town with Mamie Van Buren. Yes, she was in it. That's her in the yellow. It's a lovely film. There it is again. Girls Town. It's about youthful rebels. 1959, I think it came out in, and of course the handsome leading man of that film, Mr. Mel Torme, a young Mel Torme who's, I don't know if he's really handsome in that picture there, darling, but to some he is. Girls Town. Pick it up. There's a lovely character named Serafina in there, and if they say her name once, they say it 5,000 times. You could play a game. You could watch the film, and every time they say Serafina, you might want to have a little drink. I'm going to have one now. This is just water. And by the end of Girls Town, you will have had quite a lot to drink. You'll have to run to the restroom. Yes, you will flush yourself and your glitter down the loo. This next question is quite interesting. It says, Victoria, what do you like? Well, what do I like? Darling, I like a lot of things. I like to be bold with bananas. I do. I don't just eat them, I'm bold with them. I like bingo. I like that lady playing bingo. I like to win bingo. Show me the money. I want to know where it is. I like big glasses. Of course I do. I love big glasses. Where'd she get those that match her little coatie there? I like the Brady boys. There they are. Look at them. There's Bobby and Peter and Greg and Mr. Brady there. They'll get them. They're all ready for a shower, it looks like. And I love children. I especially love children who cut each other's hair. I do. I think, especially today, when we're not allowed to run to the salon at every moment, if you have a child who knows how to cut his siblings' hair, I like it. I really do. I like stylish people. I like people who dress well. I like vests. I like men in vests. I like women in vests. I like investing in general. I like Cootie. Yes, it's a game. I should have included Cootie in my game episode from a few weeks past. But I do like Cootie. I like corn. I like my corn big. I like a nice big ear of corn. I like it so big that it's taller than I am. It's taller than those ladies, and I like corn crackers. Yes, I like saying corn crackers. I don't know what that is, but that particular box of Post corn crackers has a Mr. Potato Head offer inside. Thrilling, intriguing, isn't it, darling? I like this picture. I like everything about this picture. I like Christmas. I like wrapping paper. I like presents. I like that lady's two-tone dress where the bottom is red and the top is white. I like that chair she's sitting in. I like all those pleats. I'd like to know if there's like some loose change in that cushion. I like the lamp in the back. I'd like to know why she chose it. I like those curtains and those shopping bags. She's just some shopping bags too. They're not gift bags. No, they didn't have those back then. I like everything about that photograph. I do. I like, I like this lady's hair. It's round. I like round hair. Hair should be round. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Hair should be round. I like Hickory Farms. There should be one in every mall. There used to be. That's how you could tell if it was a mall. If it didn't have a Hickory Farms, it was a shopping center. If it had a Hickory Farms, it was a mall, and inside were all kinds of cheese, and the people who would serve you there were called cheese hosts and cheese hostesses, and who doesn't like cheese? As you know, I do. I like hot dog sauce with meat in it. Now, I don't like just any hot dog sauce. I like the kind with meat. I like hot dogs. I do. I like people who paint hot dogs. I like a happy hot dog and the artist who paints him or her. I like Jell-O. I like Jell-O salad. And now is the time for Jell-O salad. I feel like I should just leave the glittery bunker right now and make myself a Jell-O salad. It looks so delicious. I like music. Here's some of my favorite record albums. I don't have the tapes. I don't have the MP4s, whatever they are. I have record albums, the old 33 and a third where you'd put the platter down and you'd roll it around and it would play music. Here's one of my favorites, Joyce. Have you ever heard Joyce? Well, you must hear Joyce. Not only does she sing, but look at her. Look at her. She's lovely. I like the Liberty sounds. I do. I like their looks too, as you can imagine. Look. I like the one where has the little ringlets coming all the way down. And then the one in the gray or the green hair, whatever that is. I don't know what color hair she has, but I love it. You must listen. Give a listen. One of my favorite music albums to listen to, though, however, is Buddy and Cher. They are much better than Sonny and Cher ever were. And look at Cher's hair. Songs of a Journey. Buddy and Cher. I like Phyllis Diller. I do. I love everything about Phyllis Diller. She didn't always wear that little headpiece there. Now, I don't know why she had it on today, but she did. I like sports. I do. I know you might think, oh no, Vicky, you're not the kind who likes sports, but I do. I like running. I like racing. I like these ladies racing, and look at Cha-Cha Di Gregorio in the background counting them down with their little starter gun. I like these people. I don't know why, but I like them. I like this thing. I don't know what it is, but I like it. I do. I like twins. I like these twins. I like wigs. I like my wigs to be imported because domestic wigs could only go so far, but with an imported wig, you get glamour. Just like the ad says, I like glamour. I like the Flying Nun. I love the Flying Nun. In fact, I really do. The Flying Nun was based on a children's book called The Fifth Pelican. That's right. It's based on a book about a nun who could fly, and that's the lovely Sally Field there, flying. And here's another shot of that Sally in the middle with her little co-sisters there. It's a show that took place in Puerto Rico. It only lasted a season or two. Here's Madeline Thornton Sherwood. She played the Reverend Mother. She was quite strict, but she was a lovely lady. And there's Mary behind her. She's there too. Now, Sally didn't like the show that much. She didn't. She had to be stuck up on a lift all the time on wires, and people would point and laugh at her. And she wanted to be a serious actress. And Madeline Thornton Sherwood said to her, "Darling, take some classes. Be a serious actor." And when The Flying Nun was done, she did. She took some classes and she landed the role, or many roles, in Sybil, the TV movie, which really solidified her as a serious actor. She is a serious actor. If you don't know Sybil, darling, you're a little younger for Sybil. You might know her from Legally Blonde 2, I believe. There she is with Elle Woods. Who wouldn't want to be standing next to Elle Woods? I wish I was Sally Field in that picture. But of course, we all mostly know Sally Field from her lovely work in the movie Norma Ray, where she won an Academy Award. She did, and yes, we like you, Sally. We really like you. I have to. I'm loath to admit that I missed one of Sally's most recent portrayals, and she was nominated for it. She played Mrs. Lincoln. There she is as Mrs. Lincoln, and she looks like she's wearing one of those dresses that holds a roll of toilet tissue. I'm sure she was lovely. I'm sure she was. Sally Field. Yes. Let me look and see who's out there. There's we have a lot of comments out there. I think we need an episode titled "Will It Flush?" Yes, I do. I agree with John. Oh, of course you do, Roseanne. He's a smart person. Victoria, I miss you, darling. I miss you too, Jen. Oh, listen, Emma, giving the Brady boys. I know, Emma, you have an affinity for the Bradys and everything Brady. Why didn't you put up? You have a little Insta about the Bradys. You could put it up there in the chat so everybody could follow you. I think, Emma, the Brady. We remember them. We remember them fondly. We do. Let me set up that. Victoria has exquisite taste. Thank you, darling. You're the lead in my next show, whatever that is. Love your spectacles. Well, I have a question coming up about them, Jen. I do. But the next question I have here, Victoria, are you named after someone famous? Am I named? Well, that's a very good question, whoever sent that in. A lot of people think I was named after Queen Victoria because I'm like a queen. I am, and I am quite victorious. But look at what a formidable woman Queen Victoria was. She was formidable. She was sturdy. She was a sturdy girl. But I'm not named after her. A lot of people think that. Some people think I was named after Victoria Principal. Victoria Principal from the 70s. She was in the movie Earthquake. She was on the TV show Dallas. Yes, now is it popping into your head, loves? She was also on Love American Style, which I never understood because I'm Australian. And that's what I'm named after, darling. I'm named after Victoria, which is a province in Australia. That's what I was named after. We're back to cringeworthy, aren't we? That's right, we are. All right. Next question. I have a lot of them. I have a few of them. If you have another question, darling, you should be entering that now. I'll run out. Dear Victoria, this is a good one. Where was your first performance in this country? Well, after my country western career, I spent a lot of time in Jacksonville. I love Jacksonville and several honky-tonks up and down the eastern corridor. Somehow I wound up in Pennsylvania, central Pennsylvania, in fact, and I was putting a new act together, and I saw a little theater, and I said, well, could I be of some assistance with you? I'm a star, I am, and the theater was called the Millbrook Playhouse. There it is. It looks like a dairy barn. It was a dairy barn, darling, but there it is. You see, it's the big, large portion there, with the dark green roofing. That's the main theater, and then the long, skinny portion where one would put your cows in. That would be a smaller little theater, and in between the two theaters, there was another theater, and that was mine. I had a show called Courtyard Cabaret, and I did it Friday and Saturday nights, and it was quite lovely. Yes, it was, and it's still there. For my Millbrook friends, I think Rose, that's where I met you, darling. Yes, lovely. Millbrook Playhouse in Mill Hall, Pennsylvania. All right, dear Victoria, tell us your secret. Are your eyeglasses prescription or simply for fashion? I promise I won't tell a soul. Love, befuddled and bespectacled. Well, befuddled, I'll tell you. Now, these are actually glasses. We call them face furniture, and I got that expression from my dear friend Edna Everidge, and I didn't get it from her. She's a good friend of mine. She doesn't know that, but she is, and I actually stole a little secret, and I started wearing these. I don't know why. They fit my face properly. But if you watch some early episodes of Let's Learn Stuff, darling, you'll notice I'm wearing two pair of glasses. Go back and look that up. That's right. I wore a pair of glasses that looked like this, and then I would place these glasses over top those glasses because, quite frankly, I can't see. Well, I can when I'm wearing the glasses. So what I did was I took an old pair of glasses that looked like this, and I extracted the little glass portions, and I injected them into the face furniture with a substance called hot glue, and that's how they stay on my face, and that's why I look so lovely. Thank you for your question, Befuddled. If you'd like your own, I don't care if you buy them. I don't. You should buy them. They have them at Amazon.com. Now, if you really want to help me out, you'll add the word smile before Amazon.com. Smile.amazon.com. Place your purchase and pick Pantochino Productions as your little special place. All right. Here's another question. Victoria, how do I get my crush to notice me? Any outfit tips, pickup lines? Thank you. Hopelessly romantic. Well, hopelessly, I have some suggestions for you, certainly. Well, first of all, you must always look your best, darling. You must. I like a classic look. I like a pair of casual pants with a button-up shirt. That's right. The buttons are very suggestive, darling, and it'll keep your date guessing. Will he unbutton that further? Should I unbutton that further? Or maybe they'll just think he wore buttons for me, and buttons are good. Now, this look is a lovely look. It's classic. It spans decades. But if you're feeling a little maybe a little kickier, you might want to put on a little scarf. A scarf. What you call it? A scarf. A scarf. A scarf. And you look rather intercontinental there, or bi-coastal. You look like something if you wear it, darling. Now, if you're really feeling daring and you want to catch the attention of your special person out there, wear stripes, because stripes are quite fetching. They are. They say, "Come get me." You don't have to say anything. Put it on, and the stripes will say, "Come get me." Of course, I don't know you hopelessly, but if you like a classic look, a leisure suit, a polyester leisure suit will always be good there for you. Now, as for your pickup lines, darling, I have some choices for you. You could do something sweet, like you could say, "Are you as beautiful on the inside as you are on the outside?" That's sweet, if not a little bit cheesy, darling. You could do something bold, like "Did you just come out of the oven because you're hot?" You could do that. If that might be a little too bold for you, hopelessly. You could do something quite unusual. Catch them off guard. That's what I like to do. Catch them off guard. Give them a little nudge at the bar and say to them, "I've got 12 live crabs in my car." And if they don't slap you in the face, you might just be in for a good time that night. Now, maybe you want to just keep it very nonchalant. Walk up to the person, look at them, and say, "Hello." You'll do. All right, that's what I said. Dear Victoria Sautee, you know so much, and you are so well read. Well, thank you. Do you have a favorite book? I do. I have a favorite book. It is the Sears catalog from 1966-68, I believe. It's a lovely book. Yes, I love that book. There's so much to look at, so much to read. It's an important book, and it changed my life. It really did. It changed my life. I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at over here to see who else is love the spectacles. Summer sausage. Summer sausage. Some are not. Cheese hostess. Phyllis and Fang. Yes, of course, we know that's Phyllis Diller and her lovely husband. You're never fully dressed without a smile on Amazon. That's right, Zach, you're not. Invaluable. It is. I hope that you save this episode. And yes, the Wish book. There is. I know I'm running out of time. I had a couple of questions that came in rather late, just before the show, and I'll try to go through them very quickly. Who is your favorite movie or book heroine? So the movie heroine would be the character of Norma Ray in the movie Norma Ray, as played by Sally Field. Clearly, clearly. And second would be Mrs. Lincoln. Even though I didn't see the movie, she's my favorite. My favorite book heroine would be the model on page 56 wearing the hot pink dress in the Sears catalog. Have you been in a Broadway show? Funny story, in a way, darling, whoever wrote this, I have. In 1978, I was walking down 46th Street and I wanted to buy a ticket to the best little whorehouse in Texas. So I was looking for the box office and there was a sign that it looked like it said door. There was a gentleman standing next to it, so I went in. Little did I know, the gentleman was blocking the word stage. So I just went right in. I heard music playing and I aimed for the music. And there I was on the stage of the 46th Street Theatre in the middle of Melvin Thorpe's number, and actress Pamela Blair came up to me sort of rather on the sly and said, "Darling, you're in the wrong place." And she ushered me off back to the stage door and she said, "Darling, next time knock first and then don't come in." And that's a true story. Victoria, who would your superhero name be? My superhero name would be Victoria Sautee. Are you thinking of starting a drag family? Yes, it's the House of Sautee. I'm taking applications, darling. How do you keep your hairstyle so nicely in the glittery bunker? Mayonnaise. One final question here. Where's Cambodia? Well, it's in Southeast Asia, darling. It borders on the Gulf of Thailand and Vietnam and Laos and Thailand itself, there, darling. It does. Now, an interesting fact while we're on Cambodia. Cambodia has no McDonald's in its country. They don't allow McDonald's. But if you're ever in Cambodia and you're in Phnom Penh, stop by the Cheesecake Factory and say hello to my good friend Julie, who frequents there. That's right. That's all the questions we have. It is already 2:30. We've filled the half hour with your questions. I can't believe it. We need another Ask Victoria ASAP. Well, thank you, darling. Thank you. We'll do that. I think we will. Now, I'm going to see you again on Thursday. I have a lovely show. Feel free to ask me questions anytime, and now I can start a list. And I want you to do me a favor between now and when I see you on Thursday. I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to wash your hands. You still have to wash your hands. It's a lovely day, but you still have to put your little face mask on. You still have to socially distance. But above all, you need to still and always be nice and be kind to everyone you meet. I'll see you on Thursday, darlings. Thank you for coming.
If you're stuck inside and you need some fun, she's the grande dame of getting it done. With Victoria Sautee.
No, can't do it. Trying, can't do it.